original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Sawchuk. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to pass this time. Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
But good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
And the Sooners pick up enough to get a first down there. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Sooners are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And he's going to bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Running with purpose. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run it here. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, Chrissy, think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Dropping back. It's Lagway. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. And moves the ball to the 35. Another 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball, attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Can't connect on the long pass. He caught it, but was out of bounds, so incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
And the Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. and is picked off over there. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Runs right over the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Powerful running into the secondary. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Here's the option play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. He's tackled right after the catch, but the offense really threatening. 1st and goal at the 5. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Sooners offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He's going to take off here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle.
Got him. He's sacked.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So
here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, gutsy call here to go for this instead of taking the field goal, but it works out. Great touchdown. They now lead by 6, an extra point away, and they go up by 7 here at the half.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Great footwork. A big opening now. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Gonna run it. It's Daniels. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. That's reeled in. It's Sawchuk. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it in the 3rd quarter of play. First play of the quarter is a quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew it. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the deep.
Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home. A sack to end it as the defense punctuates this victory. Wow, what a tremendous run.